Blessed be all of my soul family out there. In this week's weekly announcement, I would like to announce a contest. And that is a 24-hour contest at that. So starting at the time this video is published, going all the way up until 6 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada on Saturday, the 4th of May, I am running a contest for anyone who would like to enter for a chance to win a free 30-minute live astrology and tarot reading from me. But there's a caveat. This is going to be a live streamed reading, and that means it would be a Zoom session that I would be streaming here to YouTube. I've been feeling called to demonstrate what a reading with me looks like for a long time, and I've decided I also wanted to get more interactive and throw another contest. And rather than just like picking up a friend of mine I know in real life and having you watch a recorded reading of me talking to them across the dinner table, I'd like to make a contest and open it up to somebody who is meant to get a reading from me. So I figured let's go ahead and do that instead. First, again, you have to remember this is going to be live streamed. So if you are not okay with that, this is not the contest for you. We can, of course, discuss whether or not you want to be visible. We can always take care of that on the date in question while on Zoom. That's not a big deal. But it is going to be live streamed so that, of course, my viewers can know what to expect if they ever wanted to get a reading from me. Now, the way you enter is that you would simply put a comment in the down bar below saying, "Count me in," and then I would know that that's for an entry into the contest, because I do have a digital comment picker that basically looks for people who are saying those keywords and are subscribed. So that's basically all you need to do. You need to be subscribed and say, "Count me in," and that digital comment picker will enter you into the drawing, and then it will be drawn. And on the evening of the 4th, after the contest has concluded, I will, of course, be reaching out to the winner and announcing the winner. So pay close attention the evening of the 4th after 6 p.m. Pacific, US and Canada. I will be reaching out and getting a hold of you. So, before I make the announcement, so I don't have to make the announcement and then have a bunch of people show up and pretend they are you. I've had that happen before. I'm not going to let it happen again. And so I will be sending you a special email, a way to contact me. That way we can, of course, get started with your reading. Once that happens and we are able to make contact, we will set up a time to do the live session here in the very near future, because I definitely want to do this in a week's time maximum, hopefully sooner. But also, at the same time, I need to be able to send you my contact forms so that you can fill out your birth date, time and location of birth, as well as also write your questions. I will not be reading the form ahead of time. However, again, my clients, you all know, I always say it, I don't read things ahead of time, so I will be reading for the first time what you're writing to me in the session. I won't be forming a connection with you beforehand. But it is going to be done live. That's just how it goes when you get a reading with me. So if you are interested in that, again, leave a comment in the down bar below saying "Count me in." You do need to be a subscriber, so maybe run out and make a YouTube account and subscribe if you haven't yet and you really are interested in this. And I will be announcing very soon who the winner is, and I look forward to coordinating and working with you. So again, may the best follower win. And I will see you all again here soon with that announcement. But for now, let's have a look and see what's going on with this week's astrology and tarot. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or follow the links in the down bar below. So this week is kind of interesting. There's not a whole lot of action spread out through the week as far as astrology is concerned. However, on the 7th, we've got a big one. We've got a new moon in Taurus forming a beautiful sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And so this is opening up a 2-week window period where a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments are also solving a quandary that seems to be perplexing or related to two different areas of your life at the same time. Again, a two birds, one stone kind of effect. And this is going to be a new commitment or a new beginning that lifts up both your second house of income, employment, values, and valuables, and your 12th house of the past, private matters, old business that affects the present, as well as hidden opportunities, secrets, and shortcuts. So it's going to be interesting to see what unfolds from this one for you. So that is what we've got for your astrology with the weather. Let's head on over and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. All right, Aries, so let's have a look and see what's going to be going on with your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we're going to be talking spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partners. Okay, so when it comes to your spiritual theme, you've got the King of Wands reversed. And so the King of Wands reversed does indicate that this week is going to probably have a fair amount of sporadic, sudden left turns, so to speak, when it comes to plans you might be walking in with. The King of Wands reversed is a card that can show up where we might be needing to take a good hard look at some of the people we have been taking chances on, investing time in, or investing money or resources in. And the same thing can go for projects as well. A lot of the times the King of Wands reverse can show up where flakes, impulsivity, unreliable situations, unreliable people, or just things that are all show, no substance, are going to be a problem as well. And so make sure that you're not trusting to appearances, and make sure that you are investigating things, right? You are being discerning. Do not put yourself in a situation where you're trusting something based on appearances and first impressions alone. I only trust second impressions personally. For your material circumstances, however, work, job, and finances, and practical affairs, on the home front, you've got the Nine of Wands reversed, which is actually a really good card, because this is all about things opening up for you, doors opening, things that were once locked or blocked or kept out of the way, no longer being fenced off. Now, the Nine of Wands reverse can indicate something becoming open or available to you that you did know about, or something that is kind of just popping up as a pleasant surprise, something you might be hearing about through the grapevine. But whatever is going on, it's definitely going to be worth a look over, because this can also indicate things that were bunched up or maybe barricaded or gate kept from you in some way are also going to be available. Just make sure with the Nine of Wands reversed that you are taking your time with these things. Some issues around vulnerabilities or things not being fully fleshed out could come up, and so we just want to, do our due diligence and take care. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, messages from others, you've got the Nine of Swords upright. And so this week there could be something coming up with another person that is causing them a lot of distress that may actually change their behavior in some way or alert you to a change in their behavior. This could be somebody going through a period of duress or distress themselves. A lot of the times you do see this card show up where, somebody's getting legitimately psyched out about something, or they can't handle something the way it's been anymore. Sometimes this card can prompt a person to drop out of something that they're involved in, or this may be somebody asking for help or asking for advice or even some kind of care from you, because they might actually need it. And it might be something that does throw off some plans of yours that you've had for the week, especially if it does center around this person, or we are setting aside a time to be there for this person. For your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Cups reversed. And so the Eight of Cups reversed is all about going backwards. It's all about paying attention to where there might need to be some kind of return. And if this is coming up as a challenge, then there may be something coming up where you have to retrace your steps with a course that you have taken or something that you have been trying to get going, but you might be taking the wrong road to get there. You might be working with the wrong people, or you've just come down the wrong path. And with the Eight of Cups reversed, there is going to be an opportunity to make a U-turn, which again, that U-turn will be good for you. But this is something that says we can't proceed the way we have been planning to proceed with something. So this might require a turnaround. This can also indicate a delay or a stop in some kind of forward motion elsewhere, if this has to do with a trip or maybe something that you do have kind of set for later on in the month. But it's okay. I think it's better off to have an alteration or a change of plan come up now versus then. And finally, when it comes to love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Seven of Swords upright. And the Seven of Swords upright is a card of, well, it's not necessarily a great card. This is a card that does indicate some controversy may come up in a relationship situation around dishonest communications or dishonest behavior. Now, with the Seven of Swords, this could be something going on between you and a partner or a love interest, or this could be something going on with somebody that is, maybe their dishonest behavior, their dishonest communications are affecting you or a partner. This can show up where sometimes we catch somebody in the act of not really doing good by us or by others. It may not necessarily be that somebody's doing something not so great to you, but they could be doing something not so great to somebody else. This could also indicate a situation where you might catch a partner or yourself getting manipulated as well. And so, there's sneakiness, there's underhandedness, and with the Seven of Swords upright, it's definitely one of those cards we wish was reversed, but unfortunately, we've just got to be able to take the situation on and enforce a platform of, again, honesty, but also the whole truth. No half-truths. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And if you ever want to get a session with me, remember, you just need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or follow the links in the down bar below. So what's going on this week? Well, this week we don't really have a lot of activity, astrologically speaking, going from day to day, with the exception of a very important day on the 7th, where a new moon in Taurus is forming a lovely sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And so this is opening up a 2-week window period where a two birds, one stone effect is going to be blessing everybody. New beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also going to be solving a quandary that links two areas of your life at the same time. And for you, Taurus, this is about you, your first house, whether this is a personal project, a personal pursuit, a personal goal or agenda, or something that you are running solo, and your 11th house of friendships, community, your support system, and more lofty goals and ambitions. And whatever this is, a new beginning, fresh start, or commitment, it is going to be, again, lifting up both over this next 2 weeks. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic for this week. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your spiritual theme, the big focus here, we've got the Seven of Pentacles upright, which is actually good news. It is a card of growth. It's a card of progress, setting plans, but a lot of things that are coming up this week are not things that we are going to be able to enact right away. This can be a card that does indicate a lot of you are starting to receive a lot of good news that you're going to need to be ready to pace yourselves with. Sometimes this can be a warning against rushing, right? Getting ahead of ourselves or trying to force things to happen on a different calendar than is good for them. But with the Seven of Pentacles, we are seeing a lot of payoff. We are hitting pay dirt. And there may be a lot of rewards coming your way that are getting sort of committed to you because of things that you've been investing in so far, both in practical and material ways and in non-material ways. But with the Seven of Pentacles, again, just whatever comes up this week, make sure you're pacing yourself. You are going to get to enjoy news of benefits of a lot of work you've been putting in, especially when it comes to, material and financial and household matters. But rushing is not the way to go. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, and the home and family life, we've got the Page of Swords upright, which is all about opportunities to do some kind of new exploration, or maybe even take some kind of evaluation, some kind of test, some kind of interview to improve our situation or to maneuver us out of a current track we've been on financially or professionally, or even as it just relates to our day-to-day, making things a lot easier, a lot more efficient. There are a lot of examinations that can come up with this card, officially and unofficially. It's important to be ready to explore and experiment here. You are being encouraged to, let people invite you to look at paths that maybe you had not considered taking, however that's going to show up. But again, this is a card where I've seen also people get a chance to test out of the grade they're in, so to speak, to go up a level eventually as well. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Fool card upright. And the Fool is all about fresh starts. It's all about new beginnings. It's all about new stories, new journeys getting underway. And it looks like a lot of you might actually be getting a chance to start some kind of new venture with a friend, known or new, or there could even be some kind of new addition in your life, some kind of new important connection, whether it's something that is growing out of a connection you already have, or it's a new friend, a new ally, somebody coming closer that is on the same road as you with whatever that matter is. With the Fool card, this can indicate somebody who could also be bringing in a lot of new opportunities to you, whether these are important hookups or they are helping open roads for you as well because of their addition in your life. For your challenge this week, you've got the Sun upright. And this is basically a card saying is this week doesn't have to have any challenges. The Sun is all about peace. It's all about fun, relaxation, wholesome simplicity, joy, fun, all of that good stuff. So when we have the Sun card upright as a challenge, it can challenge us to pay attention to where certain things need to be allowed to be relaxed, lightened up, or maybe even allow certain things to go through a bit of a cleanse, go through a bit of a purification, a relaxation process. Sometimes the Sun card upright can show up where things in our life that we know are not okay, or are not healthy, or are not good for us or other people are coming up to be purged and eliminated. And we are challenged with making sure that we are not getting in the way of that and just letting things get better, letting things get fixed. It can be a challenge. I've done readings for tons of clients who are kind of like, I know that this is not a good thing, but I wish we could find a way to make it pass for healthy or pass for okay, even though it's not. And the Sun card will show up and be like, no, if you let it go, you're going to get better. If you let it disappear, it's going to get better. So that can be a challenge. But again, for the most part, this week is just going to be a breeze for you. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Two of Wands reversed. And the Two of Wands reversed is a card of misunderstandings. It's a card of frustration and miscommunication. And a lot of the times with this card, we often see something at risk of going down the wrong road or hitting a rough patch because of a lack of fluency in the communication styles or in the communicating of a plan or a desire or a relationship goal. Now, this can indicate some headaches coming up, maybe for those of you who are coupled or are married, because you and a partner might realize that something has kind of gotten away from you because we thought we were on the same page with it, or we thought we were on the same page with each other when we really weren't. And so, we're going to need some clarity. We're going to need to be able to maybe even take things back a few steps and resituate. This could also indicate, for those of you who are single or are available to new people, the possibility of misunderstandings or maybe premature responses or premature reactivity in situations where people are not saying what people think people are saying, or people are hearing what people are not saying, right? Something is getting lost in translation here. And if we want to clear that up, that's always available with the Two of Wands reversed, but we want to make sure that we're not jumping the gun with anything that we are planning, okay? This is going to be, this is a card where sometimes things can get away from us if we're not careful. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and if you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just got to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. This week, we don't really have a lot of day-to-day astrological activity. It all seems to be concentrated on the 7th, where we have this very powerful new moon in Taurus forming a lovely sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And what's unique about this is that we are getting a 2-week window period opening up where a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments are also creating a two birds, one stone kind of experience for you. And so there is likely something that is going to be given new life, new zest, new energy, or new power in your 12th house of the past, private matters, hidden opportunities, or maybe old business, or things that maybe you have not been bringing out into the light of day, that's also going to be giving a jolt to your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, raises, and of course income as well. And again, that's going to be a story that starts on the 7th, but carries for 2 weeks. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, Gemini, time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. Okay. So when it comes to the spiritual themes of this week, we've got the Justice card reversed. Now, the Justice card reversed is a card that speaks to confronting imbalances, unfairness, or things that could present that reveal where imbalances, bad contracts, bad commitments, lies, dishonesty are either present, be they new, or being revealed from things that have been going on. And when we have the Justice card reversed, luckily in the spiritual position, this is about correction. Corrections of courses and fixing things that have maybe been running in your life that are not true, or they're built on lies or falsity. And this is also a card that does indicate a lot of bad contracts, bad agreements, bad commitments, bad covenants are going to be either revealed for what they are and dissolved or get pulled apart. But you want to be careful when this card shows up as well. Be very scrutinizing this week of things that could be attempting to push, force, or reinforce commitments or contracts or agreements, kind of sight unseen, unproven, unverified, because this can also show up where people might be trying to create things out of lies, or maybe even screw over yourself or a situation dear to you to maintain a lie or to maintain a falsity. And this can show up in all kinds of different ways. So we're going to keep our eye out for that. Now for your material circumstances, work, job, and finances, you've got the Eight of Swords reversed. And so the Eight of Swords reversed is all about freedom. It's all about release, cutting cords, cutting bindings, escaping things that you have been maybe stuck on the hook for, or things that have been holding you up, keeping you in a state of inertia, professionally or financially, or as well as getting rid of things that have been a constant source of drain or paralysis or setbacks. Now, this could indicate the dissolution or the removal of some kind of bad attachment, contract, agreement, or account, which is kind of what we saw with the Justice card reversed. Or this could indicate some kind of blockade, anchor, or binding influence that has been controlling your freedom of movement professionally or financially, getting out of your way, or maybe just all in all getting dissolved, right? The dissolution process going to work. And so this could be a time where you are breaking free of something that has been blocking or holding you up, or something could be coming in that is going to be a means of getting you out of a stuck circumstance to improve your financial, professional, or household situation. For your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Now, the Three of Swords in reverse is all about solutions and confrontation of situations that have been creating problems and working on remediating them, right? Reversing problems, reversing injuries, reversing hurts. This can sometimes show up where people know there is a problem, they know something is wrong, but until this point, they have been unwilling or unable to actually take direct action with it. But there will be an opportunity to do so this week. Now, this could be something going on that you're working on in a community that you're a part of, with a friend, with a relative, or even with a romantic partner. With the Three of Swords reversed, remember the objective is to pull the swords out. It's about remediating the situation and eliminating the cause, core, and effects of whatever problems have been coming up in this situation. Now, likely this is something that has been going on for a while, so this might be sort of a thing that is unfortunately been a plague on that connection, or maybe a joint venture or something that you've got going on in connection with that person, or somebody could just be coming to you for help with that situation, or helping you with a version of that situation that you've been dealing with alone. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Four of Wands upright. And the Four of Wands is kind of an interesting challenge because it's about, well, celebration. It's a card of foundations getting laid, things becoming more secure. This is about accomplishment, achievement. This is all about crossing important milestones and advancing. So when we have the Four of Wands show up as a challenge, the message is kind of twofold. One, you need to acknowledge where certain things that might not feel like wins are actually wins. So taking wins where they happen. Sometimes we win, but that means we also have to leave or depart a situation we've become familiar with. Sometimes we win, but at the same time, we have to drop a narrative or a belief about a person or a situation. Sometimes we win, and the reason we win is because bad things are being eliminated from our life, and nobody's going to pretend that they're good when they're not. With the Four of Wands upright, you are kind of going to be getting a smattering of all of those things. But pay attention to where a lot of milestones are being crossed, and a lot of achievements are going to be paying off for you as well. And for your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Wands reversed. And so this week, there could be some stuff getting stirred up in a relationship matter, whether this is something between you and a partner, or maybe somebody new is just bringing this right out the gate, Or this might be a situation involving people outside of a relationship situation, but still have a collateral effect in some way. So this could be, work stuff, this could be family stuff, this could be other friends, whatever. When we have the Queen of Wands reversed, we see situations come up where manipulation, jealousy, insecurity, aggression, and even to a certain degree a bit of histrionics could be on the way. And a lot of the times with the Queen of Wands reversed, we see people not keeping an eye on their temper, people not controlling their emotions, or people even kind of hypocritically being manipulative and being aggressive and being explosive, or even just bullyish, even though they're the ones trying to claim the insecurity and the jealousy or whatever that they've got going on. When we have this card show up, the Queen of Wands reversed usually shows up where we need to take a more direct and firm stand against a situation that is too volatile, that is too prone to the same setbacks, or maybe take a stand against a person or an influence that is constantly introducing or reinviting that into our world. And again, sometimes this could put us against our partner, especially if we are debating about a situation, a subject, or possibly a person that is a hot topic. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So this week, it's kind of unique. We don't really have a whole lot of activities spread out as far as the astrology is concerned. However, a lot of power seems to be concentrating around the 7th. And on the 7th, we have a new moon in Taurus, forming a beautiful sextile to Saturn in Pisces, creating a unique two birds, one stone effect that's blessing everybody. Now, this is opening up a 2-week window period where new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that also solve a quandary in 2 different areas of your life at the same time is going to be lighting up both your 11th house of friendships, your support system, community, lofty goals and ambitions, and your 9th house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, long distance connections, big contracts, and government and legal proceedings. Now, what could be coming forward from this could indicate a big adventure getting its start during this 2-week period, or likely something that is going to be quite transformative with a community affair, whether it's personal or business. So let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hi there, Cancer. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. And so we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, your big focus, you've got the Three of Wands upright, which is all about a big launch. Things moving forward, things getting moved faster. In fact, this is a card of expansion and opportunity. And so a lot of you are going to find that things that maybe you have been tinkering around with, things you've been playing around with, or things that have been up in the air are now ready to get down to business. This is likely going to be a week that is quite busy for you, especially with the Three of Wands upright. Also bringing a lot of responses, a lot of communications, or a lot of feedback or returns on what you've been waiting to get back to you. But this is an all systems go message. And so a lot of you Cancerian people out there, just be ready. Go time is nigh. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, we do have the Five of Cups upright. And the Five of Cups is all about confronting loss, not necessarily a new loss, but something old that we may have been struggling to accept, struggling to deal with. Maybe this is something going on the professional front or a financial front, something that we've been reluctant to let go or move on from, we've been reluctant to release. But with the Five of Cups, we are going to find that something that once was and did go through a loss or major transition is not going to be able to come back. We're not going to be able to rewind the clock. With the Five of Cups, however, this is a time where a lot of you are going to be getting a chance to move forward. Those of you who do, just release this and not try to stay in one place or try to freeze time. This can indicate an overdue transition, an overdue ending. So this could be the closing of an account. This could be the release of maybe a professional relationship or a professional connection, or something that that is technically old and done business, but we've been acting like it's unfinished. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Hermit upright. And the Hermit upright is all about solitude. It's all about privacy. It's all about withdrawing. It's all about retreat, taking time for yourself. And so for a lot of you, this could be a week where you are kind of a solo act, right? It's a, a one-person show. That being said, with the Hermit, it doesn't mean you're going to be alone all the time. There could actually be some kind of really important work or time you are spending with a contact that is good for you, a strong ally, a helpful person. But it's really more about you and them just kind of spending time together. So this could be the BFF, this could be the business partner, this could be a romantic partner, but or a close family member. But with the Hermit, we're not really spending a lot of time with other people. This could also indicate you being guided off the beaten path a little bit when it comes to a plan or an agenda that you have by a friend, new or known, that will be a helpful ally and guide for that journey. For your challenge this week, you've got the Strength card reversed. And so the Strength card reversed is all about things going into extremes. The potential for issues cropping up because of an all gas, no brakes kind of way of carrying on. This can be a week where there could be some conflicts that come up in situations that are already very tense. So make sure that you are prepared for that. Sometimes the Strength card reverse can show where people's passions run a little bit wild, or people are behaving recklessly with things that they should be more careful with, whether it is each other or their own personal well-being, their health, or their work. This week, the Strength card reverse could even indicate, there is a risk of getting sick or falling behind. And so you really want to make sure that you are setting a proper pace for carrying on, because we do have a lot of good here too. And finally, for your relationships and love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Empress reversed. And so there could be some controversy coming up in a relationship situation around a commitment or maybe even a lifestyle normal that is starting to grate on the connection, whether it's you, a partner, or something going on around you. With the Empress reversed, we see issues coming up usually around just irresponsibility, selfishness, sabotage. There could even be some issues coming up where a plan or a way of carrying on, or even a person connected to the relationship, is being their own worst enemy, is kind of responsible for their own problems, but are making it other people's problems, right? In fact, a lot of the time, the Empress card reverse can be a warning about making sure that we don't become collateral damage to other people's choices. And so whether this is about a warning to you, a warning to your partner, or whatever is going on, just make sure that you're being smart. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So this week, it's kind of interesting. Not a whole lot of spread out activity and events going on astrologically speaking, but we have a rather strong concentration of energy on the 7th. And that is because we have this new moon in Taurus forming a beautiful sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And this is creating a unique new beginning opportunity that also has a bit of a two birds, one stone effect, blessing two areas of life at a time for everybody. So starting on the 7th and for the 2 weeks following, these new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also going to be solving a quandary in two different areas of your life are going to be showing up in your 10th house of career, upward mobility, status, station, promotions, and raises, as well as your 8th house of passive income, bonus income, shared resources, and self-employment earnings as well. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. All right, Leo, it's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual theme, money, material concerns, practical affairs, community, friends and relatives, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, your big focus, you've got the 8 of Pentacles upright, which is all about upgrades, updates, as well as gainful productivity starting to pick up the pace, things becoming more involved, becoming more industrious, becoming more ambitious, and all the more valuable. However, when it comes to this, you got to be ready to think on your feet, and you've also got to be ready to put your nose to the grind. When we get this card, it does indicate things are becoming a lot more profitable, a lot more gainful, and a lot more successful, including we ourselves. But there will be a lot of things that come up this week that will force you to adjust your routines, adjust your work ethic, and maybe even bone up on or add to your skill set, your education, and rearrange certain layouts of your world in order to accommodate these updates and upgrades, which are going to be very good for you. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And so there could be a disappointment that comes up this week, especially in situations where hasty decisions or maybe shaky plans or shaky starts are starting to show their flimsiness and maybe work against themselves. This could be something new that comes up this week, or this could be something recent starting to become a bit unstable or go into decline. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed, you are being asked to cool your jets, hold your horses around whatever this is. This can sometimes indicate a risk of loss or a risk of a bad investment of time, energy, resources, or possibly something that either A, is starting on the wrong foot and is running a risk of taking us down a bad path or failing, or something that shouldn't be started at all. Now, this could be something going on the home front with a home or family matter or a household matter, or this could be something financial or professional, but you want to be smart about it. It's all about being smart this week. It's about being smart always. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the 5 of Wands reversed. And the 5 of Wands reversed is all about a downtime moment, a time out, peace, stepping away. And it's possible that either you may hear from a friend or a relative or a member of a community or a network you're a part of that they are taking a step back from a situation or a space that you shared with them. Now, this could indicate they are taking a step back and backing out of that circumstance entirely, right? Maybe they're quitting the group. Maybe they're moving on to something else, or they are choosing to walk away from maybe a project or an involvement. or they are choosing to step away from a connection with somebody involved there. With the Five of Wands reversed, some of you may even find out that somebody needs to, or you might be the one putting somebody on timeout if it's like a really, controversial situation. Either way, when it comes to the Five of Wands reversed, there is going to be a sense of pause or a sense of a quit going on in the air around the situation. And you may need to be ready to replace somebody if this is a work matter or a group effort or a family effort, or you are going to need to be ready to, wait out the break yourself. For your challenge this week, you've got the Six of Swords upright. Moving forward. The Six of Swords is all about transition. It's all about movement. It can be a card of travel or moving on to improved conditions. And when this card shows up as a challenge, this can indicate moving forward and staying on track could be the challenge, right? If we've got delays, disappointments, things like that might throw us off our pace a little bit. Or for some of you, this could just indicate moving forward, period, could be a challenge, like motivating ourselves to move forward, commencing with a move, commencing with a transition, commencing with some kind of transition that needs to happen. Whatever the case, with the Six of Swords upright, it's important to remember that whatever this shift is that is either getting delayed or has been offset in some way is a good shift. It is about moving us on to brighter horizons, from choppy waters to calmer waters. But if it's getting offset or delayed by us or other people, it's not serving. Well, the delay isn't serving anyway. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And the Seven of Wands reversed is all about inappropriate strategy. This can indicate a situation where a conflict could come up in a relationship because of maybe people not choosing their battles correctly or not fighting the right battles and choosing to fight the wrong battles. And a lot of that has to do with the Seven of Wands reversed. Typically, people getting overly involved in things that they don't need to be involved in. Now, this can, and I've seen this show up, where partners, even with the best of intentions, could be trying to get way too involved in parts of our world that they don't belong in. We all need our space. We all need our own world to be in every once in a while, because we might be feeling crowded. Or we might be finding out about a situation where a partner is trying to tackle an issue or solve a problem, but they're doing it the wrong way, they're going too hard or too soft, and it could be making bigger problems. And so some check-in and maybe even some intervening or interceding may be necessary there. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, just remember all you need to do is go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or follow the link in the down bar below. So this week, it's really all about one day and the 2-week window period it gets going, and that is the 7th, with a new moon in Taurus, forming a beautiful sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And so this is going to be creating a two birds, one stone blessing, or a two birds, one stone transformation effect for everybody. And starting on the 7th and for the 2 weeks following, a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also solving a quandary in two areas of life is going to be getting underway, linking up your 9th house of expansion, growth, big moves, big travel opportunities, as well as long-distance connections and government and legal matters, and your 7th house of closest one-on-one connections. So this is the area that governs the BFF, the business partner, the boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one connections with. And this new beginning is going to be answering a quandary or several quandaries that kind of hit both areas for a while. So enjoy it. And that's what we've got for the astrology with the weather for this week. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Okay, Virgo, time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love. All right, so for your spiritual theme, or what's going to be the most consistent theme of this week, you've got the Four of Swords reversed, which is kind of a double-edged sword. You got to be ready to wield this well and wield it properly. Now, the Four of Swords reversed does indicate intense activity, a lot of productivity, and a lot of fast-paced movement. And a lot of that will be very productive, very profitable, very gainful for you, a lot of progress getting made. But we need to know our limits this week as well, because there can be a warning about overdoing things. A lot of overnight changes to plans, a lot of really demanding situations starting to, shift into higher gears. And there is the possibility with the Four of Swords reversed that we could, if we're not careful, burn the candle at both ends to the point where we can't complete what we've set out to do. When we have the Four of Swords reversed, it's going to be a very hectic period. You have to know how to make it work for you. Make sure that you know how to budget your time, your space, and your availability well. And also at the same time, if things seem to be going too fast, find alternative schedules and itineraries. And also with the Four of Swords reversed, just don't let overactivity be the reason things maybe don't turn out the way we would like them to, right? There's a lot of energy and a lot of power behind this, but it takes a skilled person to take the advantages it offers and put them to good use. For your material circumstances, your work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Cups reversed. And the Two of Cups reversed is all about quarreling. It's all about competition. It's all about undermining incompatibility, even resentment to a certain degree. And so when this card shows up when it comes to money and material matters, you're actually doing fairly well, financially speaking, oddly enough, but it's speaking more to an issue around the social climate that money involves. Now, this could be something coming up with coworkers, business partners, even clients and customers, where we might be incompatible, we might be arguing with each other, we might be stepping on each other's toes, or there could even be a long-standing tension that is going to boil over if we're not careful. This can also indicate a need to be careful about a loss of equilibrium in any kind of business venture or even family matter where it's not clear where everyone is coming and going and who's all in what and who is not. There could also be a point where you may need to take a step back and reevaluate who you are giving your trust to or sharing maybe a risk or a responsibility with in a professional relationship or a family relationship. But financially, the week's going to go very, very well. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. And this week, there could be a call to action to take on a situation where a conflict or maybe even a full-on row is getting stirred up by an individual who is bringing their bitterness, their vindictiveness, or maybe even their own weaponized wounds, as I sometimes like to term it, to a situation where they are either outwardly coming at you or maybe somebody that you care about. The Queen of Swords reversed can often show up as somebody who has gone from, again, victim to abuser in terms of their mentality. This is the type of person who has an axe to grind. They have no problem with their toxicity. That's kind of just what they are now. And you could be in a situation where a member of a community that you're a part of or somebody drawn to something that you've got going on, whether it's on the job or off the job, or somebody that is affiliated with somebody that you know could be acting up in this way. And if it's not directed towards you, it might be towards someone you care about. And you're going to have to get ready to put up your dukes, though, because unfortunately, when you're dealing with Queen of Swords reversed people, they're not going to be reasoned with. They're not going to, you can't just come in and try to heal them, right? If somebody's trying to hurt you, your response shouldn't be heal them. Just something to keep in mind. For your challenge this week, you've got the Star upright. So the Star card upright as a challenge is indicating here that a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new directions, and a lot of important restorative moments are actually on the table this week. And the Star as a challenge is indicating that things are actually quite good to you this week. There's kind of a nice reassurance that even though we've talked about some pretty challenging cards here, your roads are adjusting to be more favorable to you. When this card shows up, you may find yourself in a situation where you need to make sure that you know when something is not your business, where you need to realize like you're actually okay, and you don't necessarily need to get so involved or pulled into environmental circumstances. Sometimes the Star card upright can also indicate an influx of good fortune, whether it's resources, support, or care coming to you, but it's going to ask you to deviate from your routine and also even deviate from things that you think should be occupying your time. So know when to make those calls because we do have good fortune coming to you in phases and in stages with this card, but it's not going to come to you when you're sitting in the wrong chair or you are working with the wrong person or you're getting tied up in the wrong space. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ten of Wands reversed. And the Ten of Wands reversed is all about unburdening. It's all about relief. It's all about quits that save the day, life-saving quits, life-saving releases going on here. And the Ten of Wands reverse could indicate some very good news about something that's been blocking availability, whether it's availability to get into a new relationship or find a new relationship partner, or something that has been oppressing or burdening or coming between you and your partner or your partner intended. Now, the Ten of Wands reverse could indicate something is getting purged or abandoned. So this could indicate a situation where maybe a certain attachment or maybe a certain activity or possibly even like a job or a norm is getting dropped by your partner. But it's something that you're honestly going to feel kind of good about. Either they're doing it by themselves or you're both agreeing to drop something that you've both been carrying on the way you have together. And this is going to work wonders for the connection. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, all you need to do is go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. On the 7th, we've got a new moon in Taurus, forming a lovely sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And this is really the only super strong concentrated day of the week. There's not really a whole lot of other astrological events between the 6th and the 12th that come close to this. And this is starting up a 2-week window period where a unique two birds, one stone effect is going to be happening for everybody. And for you, it's all about new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that also solve a quandary that has been affecting two areas of your life at the same time. Namely, for you, your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, self-employment earnings, and bonus money, and your 6th house of work, reputation, schedule, the teams that you're on, the teams you serve with, what you give to your work and to your community, and what you get back for it. And so it looks like there's going to be a pretty cool bonus or boost coming to your income and your reputation at the same time. So that's what we've got for your astrology with the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with the tarot and the traffic. Hi there, Libra. It's time to have a look and see what's going on now with your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme and the big focus of this week, we've got the Two of Swords reversed, which is actually probably a relief to a lot of you, because the Two of Swords reversed is all about decisions, commitments, order, organization, and things that have been up in the air, things that have been very complicated or just really hard to make decisions about, sorting out. Things that are finally getting, paths are becoming clear, especially if we feel like we've been maybe stuck in neutral for too long, or we feel like we can't really make up our minds, or we've been waiting on a lot of things that have been sort of stuck on the proverbial loading screen to finish. This is a week where finally, we have a lot of these matters getting concluded or becoming conclusive, things starting to be a lot more set in stone. So a lot of nebulosity around you is going to be shifting this week. This is also an important week for a lot of you who've been maybe stuck in a situation where you feel like you haven't been able to make up your mind about things, or you've not been getting a lot of good options to make up your mind with. We're going to start seeing some improvements there as well. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Page of Wands upright. And the Page of Wands is all about invitations. It's all about boosts to awareness of you, what you're bringing to the table on and off the job. It's about popularity. It's about boosts. It's also about propositions. And so there could be something coming to you around a professional or financial matter that is going to be not only boosting, again, your own popularity, but possibly boosting your career or work profile. This can also indicate an invitation to maybe take on some kind of new project, some kind of new job that might change your name around the office or your career life. And this is also, luckily, for those of you who are not curious about work stuff, the Page of Wands can also indicate just something that could be a quick burst money boost coming your way. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, messages from friends and family, and even partners as well to a certain degree, we've got the World card upright. And this is a card of big wins. This is a card of a story coming full circle, or possibly a major advancement opportunity. Now, this is something that is going to be a win of your friend or a win of whoever is talking to you, but it is also going to be your win at the same time. This could also indicate some kind of big graduation in a friendship or a business partnership, or maybe a transformation in your standing in a community. Your social life is booming this week, and it's kind of a nice sense of feeling like a new root you are planting, or a new sense of home in the world. With the World card upright, this can also indicate possibly something that you've been looking to find that you haven't been able to find, could be getting found or brought to you, either through an association that you have, somebody that you know, or maybe somebody new that you meet that is also helping you link up with something that's been, again, actively sought by you, but not really something you've been knowing where to look or what to look for exactly. That's going to be some help coming in. For your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Swords upright. And so with the Knight of Swords, this card can indicate a need to be ready to charge forward, a need to be ready to also let your battles be fought not only more intensely by you, but also welcome help into your life. The Knight of Swords is a champion, a fighter, somebody that could be coming in to help hook us up, overcome an obstacle, or eliminate something that has been a huge block for us. But with the Knight of Swords, you might, as a challenge, almost, if you're not careful, you might accidentally refuse the help. You might accidentally want to take something on by yourself, or you don't like the way that they're doing it, or you don't want them to do it as fast as they're doing it. Get out of their way. Let them do it their way, not your way. And that can also be a big part of the Knight of Swords. Sometimes our biggest challenge is letting people help us the way they're going to help us and not force them to do things in a way that appeases or affirms us, right? If we already had something that appeases and affirms us, we wouldn't be needing the help in the first place. We got to go outside of ourselves, and when stuff from outside is coming to help us, we let it happen, right? And I'm saying that to myself as a Libra rising. This is also a sign, however, where a lot of you are going to need to be ready to start being more decisive, where you've been wishy-washy, especially with a lot of crossroads experiences, which luckily, with that Two of Swords reversed, are coming to an end. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Tower card reversed. Now, the Tower card reversed indicates something could be going on outside of you that is a major transition that is going to affect you vicariously, but not directly. When we have the Tower card reversed in love and romance, there could be something that is a bit of a life direction changing or maybe some kind of world changing development going on outside of our love life, outside of our relationship, or possibly something that is occurring with our partner or our partner's life outside of the relationship that is going to also require some adjustments in the relationship. So with the Tower card reversed, this can show up as maybe some kind of major external transition or event going on in a partner's social life, in a partner's job, or with their family, or again, something that you are not directly connected to, but is still you're going to feel the ripples of. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, a new person could be going through this as well as you meet them. A lot of the times when we get the Tower card reversed, this is something that, I guess for lack of a better way of phrasing it, this is likely something that has been coming. This is something that has been on the way. Or it is something that nobody in that situation is capable of stopping or preventing. This could be a transition, again, that does require you to be ready to make some last-minute changes to things in adjustment to it, but just be prepared for it, because, again, it's not happening to you directly, it's not happening to your relationship directly, but it is happening outside your relationship in such a way where it does involve a partner or a partner intended. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And don't forget, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So what's going on when it comes to this week for you? Well, it's all about May 7th. That's where the main highlight of the week is. Astrologically, everything else this week seems to kind of be a bit more chill, not a lot of big stuff to report, but this new moon in Taurus, sextile to Saturn in Pisces, is big and golden. And we have a unique two birds, one stone effect coming from this new moon, where over the course of the 2 weeks following the 7th, a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also solving a quandary in two areas of life are going to be lifting up your 7th house of partnerships and closest one-on-one connections. So this is the boyfriend, girlfriend, BFF, business partner, husband, wife, roommate, all the people you have your closest one-on-one connections with, and your 5th house of romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, and your relationships with your kids. And so this is going to be a time where relationships are going through, again, some really cool fresh starts that will be also helping to maneuver you out of a lot of old business, or maybe, again, solve issues that could be going on in multiple areas of these parts of your chart over this next 2 weeks. So that is what I've got for you all as far as the astrology and the weather. Let's head on over and have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Scorpio. It's time to have a look and see now what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So when it comes to your spiritual theme or the big focus of this week, we've got the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, the King of Pentacles reversed is one of those cards that we do need to watch out for, because it can be a challenge that is laced with some good, and knowing how to navigate that is crucial. When we have the King of Pentacles reversed, this is going to be a week where you are going to be rising up in terms of your stature, your status, your productivity, and your prosperity. You are. However, with the King of Pentacles reversed, we've got to be very careful about making sure that we are making sound choices for the long term and the short term as we do. This card can sometimes show up where temptations that could be a Faustian bargain could, come on the table. And so, what that means, we don't want to sell our soul or our integrity to get more while we are already doing well. Be careful about those kinds of things coming up, because the King of Pentacles reversed is a card of prosperity, as I said, but it can also be a card of possessive, domineering, and controlling influences. And in this position, it might not just be a person. It could be a person, but it could also be an investment, a commitment, or an agreement, or a status, or even a role. And so we need to be careful. I'm not saying say no to everything, but I am saying be smart. For your challenge this week, not your challenge, skipping a bunch of cards. For your material circumstances, work, job, and finances, you've got the Hierophant upright. And the Hierophant upright is all about convention, structure, it's all about the community, it's all about rules. But when we get this card in terms of material circumstances, we're getting an opportunity to be lifted up into, I guess what you would say is a higher echelon of our workforce or of our career force. Or there could be some kind of new rule or new agreement or new law of the land getting brought to the table that we are going to see is going to change something about an income or a professional matter we are dealing with. Now, with the Hierophant card upright, this is likely going to be a week where it's going to feel like you have to take some time to get oriented with this, but it is also a card of commitments, and so this could also be something where, some very secure, very good opportunities are coming your way. This can also include things like moves and, again, even financial prospects, but not all opportunities are going to be equal. So we want to make sure that we are, again, keeping an eye out for King of Pentacles reverse type situations, but see what there is to cash in on. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Three of Pentacles upright. Beautiful card because it does look like there is going to be some kind of profit coming your way or some kind of major headway getting made in a group effort as far as a community connection or a community itself, a family matter, or a friendship or joint venture that you are a part of. Especially for those of you that might be kind of taking this on as a project that you want to commit to for a while. This could be something getting put on the table, or this is something evolving out of maybe some talks or some work that you've already done. With the Three of Pentacles, this is a card of teamwork, but it's also about hookups from the community or hookups from people, helpful people, maybe giving us assistance with taking something on, or maybe people taking us by the hand and hooking us up with things that are going to be, again, extremely valuable to us. For your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Swords upright. And so with the Five of Swords, remember, this week, while there is a lot of good, you want to be careful about people that are strictly out there for themselves, right? People can be extremely selfish when they are in ambition mode, when they are in grind mode, and also when they're in survival mode. All three of those modes can turn people into incredibly toxic individuals and create very toxic situations, connections, commitments, and projects. And when we have the Five of Swords, you need to make sure that You are not letting yourself be used for somebody else's prosperity, used for somebody else's ambition, or used for somebody else's survival issues. When we have this card show up, there could be something going on where you may also need to be ready to engage in a conflict that is going from low key to high key. So something that has already been tense, something that has already been taboo, controversial, but nobody's acting on it, nobody's talking about it, could be, becoming full blown this week. But with the Five of Swords, the silver lining is at least it's coming up so that it's all out in the open. People don't have to pretend it's not what it is, and deal with it. And finally, for your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Devil reversed, which is all about clearing, removing of problems, or the removing of blocks or blockages, especially that and those that come in the form of adversarial influences, antagonistic influences, past and present. When we get the Devil card reversed, this could be a week where a lot of you who've been feeling like maybe you have been blocked or prohibited in whatever way from being able to make any progress in a romantic pursuit or in your love life in general with meeting people. The Devil card reverse is indicating that purge is on, and whatever is going on here that's been maybe keeping you tied up or locked in a certain condition that's not been allowing you, you're going to get a chance to finally open that door. For those of you who are coupled or are married, the Devil card reverse can indicate the evacuation of an adversarial influence or maybe some kind of oppressive influence that has been dogging you or your partner or your relationship. This could be in the form of an enemy that is actually a person, past or present, or this could be a situation that has taken on a life of its own and could be seen as an enemy in that respect. But the good news is, getting purged. So, that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrological and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So what's going on with your week? Well, this week, it's all concentrated on the 7th. It's not going to be a multiple day focus. It's just all about the 7th and the 2-week window period it opens up for everybody. We've got a very unique situation where we have a 2 birds, 1 stone kind of blessing coming for everybody. A new moon in Taurus is going to be forming a lovely sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And so this is creating, again, a 2-week window period where new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that also solve quandaries in at least 2 areas of life are going to be lighting up your 6th house of work, reputation, your schedule, as well as your lifestyle, as well as what you provide to your community professionally and personally, and what you get back for it, and your 4th house of home, family, living situation, home economy, and even home-based business operations. And so it could be setting you up to be quite comfortable in both areas of your life as we go through this next 2 weeks. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Sagittarius, let's have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, or the big focus, or what's going to be the most common theme of the week, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed, which is all about getting out of Dodge, dodging a bullet, as well as unexpected good news. A lot of things in your life that maybe have been chronic sources of frustration are going to be not only letting go of their grip on you, but you're going to be slipping through their fingers this week. The Ten of Swords reversed is all about chances to take the get out of jail free card moment in a lot of situations that didn't seem to have an exit, didn't seem to have an escape, didn't seem to have a way out. And you are going to want to pay close attention to where, reality is kind of correcting itself a lot this week in that respect, and know when to act accordingly. For your work life, material concerns, money, finances, home and family, on the practical level, you've got the Knight of Cups upright. And this is the card of somebody going above and beyond the call of duty to hook you up. This could indicate either a person doing this or possibly an evolution in a work situation or a financial account or a relationship, whether it's a personal relationship or a professional relationship or a family relationship, that is turning things into a new golden opportunity for you or making a new golden opportunity for you. A lot of the times the Knight of Cups upright can indicate even new people where there could be a very special friendship that does bridge the realm of work and play or a family relationship becoming more productive. But the Knight of Cups is about gifts. The Knight of Cups is about affection. It's about care. It's also about help. This is somebody who, whether you're asking for it or not, it's a match made in heaven, professionally speaking, financially speaking, or just as far as, again, a strong friendship is concerned. They could be hooking you up with new work. They could be helping you with something on your job, or they could be even hooking you up with new money. But what's happening with the Knight of Cups is there is a token of serious affection, care, admiration, and loyalty coming from this knight. And so be prepared to show some gratitude and encourage what you want to encourage here. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Moon card reversed, which is all about reveals. This is all about secrets coming to light, puzzles getting solved, mysteries getting solved, and there could be some disclosures also going on with this card. And with the Moon card reversed, there may be something that comes out in a family situation or a friendship situation or a matter with another person where something kept behind closed doors is now coming into the light of day. There could also be some help coming your way from somebody who is, getting involved and tackling an issue that you've been handling that you've had no way of solving yourself, right? Something where you were just kind of lost, confused, or maybe just like you're not sure what to do with the resources or the situation the way it was. This is also a card of solutions to things that have been, again, very murky, very unclear, very fluid, very nebulous, and things that do need to be sorted out, especially because, we have to know what we're looking at if we're going to address it, if we're going to master it, if we're going to either make it work for us or overcome it if it's a problem. And this is going to be coming through a friend or a relative, somebody that you care about, or this might be something developing in a situation involving more than one person. For your challenge this week, you've got the High Priestess upright. Perfect, because the High Priestess is all about help. The High Priestess is all about guidance. And when we have the High Priestess as a challenge, sometimes we need to be ready to change who we are going to for advice. We need to be ready to listen to different sources of advice. The High Priestess is a sound guide. When we get the High Priestess is somebody who knows how to point us in the right direction, somebody who can find the answers to things we have no clue about. But it is not usually where we go to. This is usually the outlier kind of helper. The High Priestess and the Hermit are the cards that show up as helpers that are not part of your mainstream, so to speak. And with the High Priestess, there may be something going on here where you have to let an outlier or somebody that goes against what you consider conventional wisdom help you out. This is somebody who is likely going to be, again, maybe responsible for solving whatever mystery is going on with the Moon reversed, or this could be one and the same with the Knight of Cups, or the person who helps you out with that get out of jail free card of the Ten of Swords reversed. But if you keep going to the people you always go to without necessarily reaching out to maybe people that are, again, a little outlier, a little off the beaten path, you might miss them. or her. The High Priestess is technically genderless, so don't focus on gender with this one. For your love life and romance and partnerships, you've got the Temperance card reversed. And the Temperance card reversed is all about excess. It can also be a card of incompatibility or something that is getting thrown off its even keel. And a lot of the times this can show up where either a circumstance or maybe an arrangement that we have with a partner or a partner potential is rubbing everybody the wrong way, but we keep trying to make it work even though it's not the right way to go about doing things. This can sometimes show up where we may need to also check in with a partner because you might find that something is going on with them as far as their life outside the relationship, at work or with family, and they might be kind of getting thrown through a loop. Or this could be a situation where you and a partner are going to have to pay attention to where certain incompatibilities need to be respected and not challenged. And that can happen sometimes, right? Incompatibility is not a dirty word. We are not all 100% compatible with our partners. We are going to do things that piss each other off. We are going to do things that irritate each other. We have friends that piss our partner off. Our partner has family members that piss us off. We just have to be adults about it. And with the Temperance card reversed, there may be something like that that also needs to come up to be addressed. And for those of you single or available to new people, that might be something that's apparent right out the gate, but it's just something that needs to be, finessed. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. So this week, everything seems to be concentrating on the 7th. We don't have a multi-day talk to give about astrology this week. It's all about the 7th. But it's a powerful one, and it's going to be setting up a 2-week window period of influence, so it's not even just about this week. We've got a unique 2 birds, 1 stone blessing coming forward for everybody, with a new moon in Taurus sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And so this is spelling new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that also solve a quandary that has been affecting 2 areas of life at the same time. And for you, this is all about your 5th house of romance, recreation, creativity, personal enterprises, your relationships with your kids, and your 3rd house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, contracts, helpful third parties, and allies. And so something that is going to lift up both areas of your life at the same time will need to be noted and taken very special care of as we go through this next 2 weeks. So that's what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual themes here. Money, material concerns, practical affairs, home and family life, communications, news from other people, friends, family, and community in general, challenges, and love, romance, and partnerships. Okay. So for your big spiritual theme, what this week is all about, what the most consistent theme is going to be, you've got the Queen of Cups upright, which is a card that is all about help, healing, and nourishment. When we get the Queen of Cups upright, this is one of those cards where a lot of things that have sort of been issues that you felt like you've had to live with no real solution, right? The things in life that we kind of just that are kind of busted or warped. So we just, we jerry-rig a few things and kind of carry on. The Queen of Cups is coming in to do a lot of repairs around those kinds of situations. And this can also be a card that does indicate a lot of help and assistance coming your way from people that have answers to things that maybe you don't have answers to, or people around you have not had answers to either. When we get the Queen of Cups, this is one of the cards that I would call as kind of the fairy godmother cards. And so this is one of those weeks where you are going to want to pay attention to where guidance, assistance, and helpful people are going to be showing up in more abundance than normal. And you want to make sure that you're engaging them. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, again, practical affairs, home and family life, you've got the Six of Wands upright. This is the card of victory. This is a card of triumph over adversity. This is a card of, again, getting boosted in terms of our profile. And a lot of you Capricorn people are going to be getting a chance to step up and out of a position or a standing or a station that you've occupied for a while. This is also a card where you could be coming into some kind of big score, both in terms of reputation points and financial gains. And this is also a card that is showing where a lot of you are getting a chance to maneuver yourself or get propelled out of a slow lane into a fast lane when it comes to your own professional and financial growth. So that is going to be probably one of the highlights of your week there. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords reversed is indicating watch out to a certain degree because there could be some problems coming up here with misinformation or omitted information about a situation that needs to be brought to light. A lot of the times with the King of Swords reversed, we do see deception. We see a deceiver. We see dishonest behavior and untruthful people. Now, this could be somebody in a community. This could be somebody that you know. This could be somebody showing up this week or somebody that you have been working on something with or has been addressing something with you. A lot of the times with the King of Swords reversed, they communicate in half-truths as opposed to lying. So it can be kind of hard to know who's being honest and who's not being honest, right? People who twist the truth are just as dishonest as liars. That's called cunning. This can indicate a situation where a person may be deliberately vaguing things up, or a person who is manipulating a situation by never telling the truth and the whole truth, but they are telling the truth in portions. And this could be getting something could be getting manipulated or stirred up around you, or maybe somebody that you care about in a family, community, or friendship situation. For your challenge this week, you've got the King of Cups upright. King of Cups, not a bad challenge at all. This is all about magnanimous, supportive people. This is about love. This is about compassion. This is about healing. And if we have a challenge like the King of Cups, basically your challenge is to let people come in and scrub things down. Your biggest challenge is knowing when it's okay to hand off responsibilities to trustworthy people that want to help you. In fact, I am seeing with the King of Cups upright, there is likely going to be at least one guy who is, probably more than one, and probably not all guys, that are trying to actually get more involved, get their hands on situations that, maybe you've not been letting them get too close to, that could be doing a lot of good work in your world. And with the King of Cups, this is usually a person that would stick their neck out for us. This is somebody who already has what we need, or this is somebody who knows how to accomplish something that we want to accomplish, but they're going to do it better than us. So we have to be ready to allow for that. For your relationships, love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Knight of Pentacles upright. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about prosperity. And this is a card of prospering relationships, prosperous partners, and a card that does indicate a relationship situation that is becoming a lot more industrious, but also a relationship situation that's becoming a lot more committed and a lot more affluent feeling, a lot more materialistically comfortable feeling. When we get the Knight of Pentacles upright, this is a time where a relationship is going to be shifting gears into taking more practical steps to bring a goal or an ambition forth into being than what we've been doing. So something is kind of coming out of the sky in the realm of our imagination and coming down to earth. This could indicate also new prosperity, new money coming into your relationship, either through yourself or your partner. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is going to be a good new love opportunity for a lot of you. The Knight of Pentacles usually shows up as somebody who is actually quite strong-willed, somebody who's quite grounded, practical, organized, very low tolerance for nebulosity and drama and instability, and also somebody that has their shit together. So, I think a lot of you are going to be quite happy with that too. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And just a quick reminder, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So this week, instead of having multiple days to talk about, everything seems to be concentrated on the 7th. And that is because we've got a new moon in Taurus forming a beautiful sextile to Saturn in Pisces. And this is opening up a unique two birds, one stone blessing for everybody. And over the course of this 2-week window period that follows the 7th, a lot of new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also going to be solving a quandary in 2 areas of your life, or that affects 2 areas of your life at the same time, are going to be getting underway. Namely for you, this is going to be focusing on your 4th house of home, family, living situation, home economy, and home-based business operations, and your 2nd house of income, employment, values, valuables, and security. Again, each area getting lifted up at the same time. So that is what we've got for your astrology with the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly tarot and the traffic. So let's have a look and see. Spiritual themes, money and material concerns, news and messages from other people, challenges, and love and romance. Okay, so for your spiritual theme, or the big focus of this week, you've got the Judgment card upright. And so the Judgment card is all about culminations. It's all about tests, climactic moments, climactic events, but also opportunities for us to prepare for bringing a lot of stories, a lot of chapters and cycles in our lives to a head in preparation for advancement. And so when we get this card as a big theme, a lot of important conversations, a lot of important events, a lot of important exchanges are all getting either underway this week, or you may be finding that you are getting hit up for opportunities for you to take special tests or tests of your methods, things that are going to be putting the spotlight on you. Now, with the Judgment card, however, this is because there is preparation for advancement going on here. Relationships are going to be getting ready for big level ups. Professional paths are going to be getting ready for big level ups. Your quality of life in general is preparing for major promotions and graduations and status changes across the board. However, with the Judgment card, again, you got to be ready to get down to business and start paying attention to what is wrapping up what you've been used to. When it comes to your material circumstances, work, job, and finances, you've got the Chariot upright. And this is one of our cards of high activity, overcoming obstacles, as well as advancement. Yes, this is a card of, very intense drives forward. The Chariot card is one of the cards that kind of covers the gambit of good news, both financially and professionally. We've got popularity, we've got money, we've got promotion, we've got getting, kind of picked up or selected out of a crowd. We've got opportunities that are going to be speeding up our growth, speeding up our progress when it comes to the professional ladder or a financial goal. But you need to keep in mind with the Chariot, this is going to be a demanding week as well. This could be a time where you are hitting it big, you are living it large, and you are going to have to know how to live it, how to incorporate it into your everyday routine. This can also be a card of really good news when it comes to household or family goals and priorities, especially things that have been maybe getting locked up or blocked up by other issues that have superseded them or have maybe been cutting them off at the pass, so to speak. We've had to wait on them for whatever reason. The Chariot card upright says we're overcoming those obstacles this week and it's full steam ahead. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Four of Pentacles upright. The Four of Pentacles is all about withholding, withdrawing, conserving, and maybe even going into turtle mode a little bit. Now, this could be you, or this could be somebody else, or maybe an entire group or community or household that is doing this, or that you are doing this too. Now, with the Four of Pentacles, I do think that it might be something that is just an inevitability. Like, this might be a situation where you notice a friend, or again, a portion of a group, or a household that you are connected to needing to withdraw. This could also be something going on in a professional circumstance and kind of shutting their doors a little bit this week. This might be something that you're happy for. Maybe you know that it would be good for them to do that. Maybe it'll be good for you if they do that. Or, again, with the Four of Pentacles, some of you may be deciding to close the door on an association or to block or detach in a more official way from something that has been maybe a bit of a bug, a bit of an issue in your life. Usually with the Four of Pentacles, there is something that needs to be sort of let be where it is while everyone else in the world keeps moving. For your challenge this week, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. This week, you've got to be, smart about how you are proceeding. We've got a lot of good things going on, but with the Knight of Wands reversed, there is a warning about impulsivity, disorganization, blunders across the board. And a lot of the times when this happens, it's because we might find ourselves getting maybe a bit too anxious or a bit too overactive or a bit too hasty when it comes to things that are happening this week. The Knight of Wands reversed it's kind of like a buggy with no control driving all over the road. And we don't want to be in that space. Know when to kind of hold on, be patient, don't rush anything, rush pursuits, rush projects, don't let your mouth write a check, your ass can't cash, that kind of thing. But also at the same time, be careful of other people that might be embodying this. Because sometimes we might also find that this card, for some of you Aquarian people, might not necessarily be a warning for you, but trouble that could be stirred up by, again, an impulsive, disorganized, scatterbrained person that could be raising a ruckus somewhere. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Emperor upright. And so the Emperor upright is another card of level ups, right? This is one of the big ones here, because with the Emperor, we see relationships starting to go in a direction where not only things are a lot more secure, a lot more, a lot more accomplished, but also it's possible that you or a partner might be going through a rather important graduation or transition of status within your community, which is going to change the dynamic of the relationship as well. The Emperor card upright could also indicate that you and a partner are getting helped out by a friend, a contact, or an ally to handle something that has been a problem for you and a partner. So it could be something going on where this emperor, whoever they are, is coming in and moving a mountain for you. Or this could be that, it's just a generous act on their part in some other way. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Emperor card upright could indicate somebody like this could be helping you find love, right? Putting you in the right place at the right time, or putting them in the right place at the right time to meet you. Or this could be a new partner potential coming into your life. Now, if that is so, the Emperor card upright is definitely what we would call the born leader kind of card. This is likely somebody who is going to be very ambitious, very driven, but also somebody who has a keen sense of situational awareness and somebody who has a great deal of care for the people that they are taking care of and leading. This is not like one of those leaders that's just kind of there for their like traumatized ego or whatever. Like, this is a good leader. This is the kind of leader who remembers everyone's birthday and knows what everyone's allergic to. Like, this is a conscientious leader kind of energy. And, so either a new partner could be showing up in your life like that. A person like this could be helping you and your partner, or heck, even your partner could be taking on a lot of these qualities this week as well. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene, and should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what's going on when it comes to your weekly astrology and tarot forecasts for the week starting May 6th, 2024. And remember, if you ever want to get a personal reading with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the link in the down bar below. So what's going on when it comes to your week of the 6th? Well, everything seems to be concentrating on the 7th. We don't really have a lot to report for multiple days for the astrology portion of this video. But again, everything that is happening on the 7th is not just isolated to the 7th either. This is opening up a 2-week window period where starting the 7th, a unique 2 birds, 1 stone blessing is going to be granted to everybody. And so this is all about the new moon in Taurus, sextile to Saturn in Pisces, creating new beginnings, fresh starts, and commitments that are also solving a quandary that could be plaguing or creating difficulties in 2 areas of your life at the same time. Lifting up your 3rd house of communications, pacts, promises, commitments, and contracts, as well as allies and collaborations, and your sign, your personal goals, a personal project, a personal road, or a personal agenda that you've been maybe working on all by yourself, or something that you've not been sharing with a lot of people, or something that you've been maybe pursuing with maybe a choice few people, or, again, to the exclusivity of others. But there's a powerful link and a powerful hookup lighting up both an alliance and a solo project at the same time, something that's going to be quite good for you and all involved. So that is what we've got for your astrology and the weather. Let's have a look and see what's going on with your tarot and the traffic. Okay, Pisces, time to have a look and see what's going on with your weekly tarot and the traffic. So we've got your spiritual theme, what the biggest theme or the overarching story of this week is all about. Material concerns, job, finances, practical affairs as it relates to home and family, communications from other people, so friends and family, challenges, and love and romance. Okay. So for your spiritual theme or the big focus, you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. And so with the Ace of Cups reversed, this can indicate a need for us to start paying attention to where certain things are to come up this week that are going to reveal where blockages, known and unknown, are refuting good things in our life, so to speak, from carrying forward, moving forward, or maybe even refuting things that we're trying to bring closer or get started from being able to do their thing. A lot of the times with the Ace of Cups reversed, we see walls. This can be walls that are blocking out resources that we want, walls that are blocking out contacts that we want, walls that are blocking roads that we want to go down. But luckily in this position, we also get a chance to not only have them revealed, but we are getting the opportunity to also do away with those walls. But with the Ace of Cups reversed, we have to have the reveals as well. And so that's going to be a big part of this week, a lot of corrective work taking place here, a lot of repair. For your material circumstances, work, job, finances, practical affairs, again, home and family life, you've got the Page of Cups reversed. And the Page of Cups reversed is a card that warns about favoring unwelcome attention that is not as good as it's trying to come off. This is the card of peer pressure. This can be the card of bribes. This can be the card of bad incentives. This can also be a card of discomfort and even turnoffs. And when this happens, there could be something going on in a professional situation, a professional connection, or a financial arrangement where we are feeling a great deal of pressure to take on or further involve ourselves in an aspect of our work or an aspect of a financial arrangement or a household arrangement that is making us not only uncomfortable, but it's actually taking us off course, or it's blocking us, remember blocks with the Ace of Cups reversed, from something else we would like to incorporate into our life, or something that we would feel is a lot more fulfilling, rewarding, or profitable. With the Page of Cups reversed, we might need to also pay attention to where the source of this could be crossing a boundary or becoming a lot more insistent, or that pressure is getting a lot stronger, and take measures to, straighten the circumstances out. You don't have to follow that pressure. You don't have to listen to it. And you certainly don't have to give any more to something that you don't want anything from. For your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Nine of Pentacles upright. And so here's where the good stuff is. Because the Nine of Pentacles is indicating a win that is coming in here. This is about success and even early payoffs, independent success, something maturing for harvest, giving you some kind of profit or some kind of hookup way ahead of schedule, or maybe just something that is bigger than you could have expected, that you have that you could immediately put to use in your world. This could be a professional hookup that is genuine, right? Something that is coming through a contact or an ally. Or this could be a financial hookup, or something going on in a collaboration or with an ally or a family member or a member of your community that is also lifting you up at the same time by association. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is something that is going to require you to be ready to get more involved, or to, be ready to take care of this situation with that person or with that group or with that project, whatever is going on, but it's looking pretty sweet. For your challenge this week, you've got the Death card upright. And the Death card is indicating an alteration, right? Death card is all about transitions. It's all about endings, turnovers, chapters closing. Now, with the Death card, this could indicate something that has been already over, that's been kind of running, finishing up. Now, this could be something that you are already well aware of. A lot of the times with the Death card, especially upright, this is not an ending that catches us by surprise. Things have been trending in this direction for a while. But maybe the timing of it doesn't feel comfortable, or the way that it's happening is not the way you would like to see it end, or you may be dealing with people or with circumstances that are not making it easy for this page to be turned or this chapter to be closed. Either way, it is here. And it is something that, again, is going to bring a lot of, again, it's not just an end with nothing to follow. It is an end ushering a new beginning as well. For your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Ace of Wands reversed. And the Ace of Wands reversed is all about a need to pay attention to where a fire or a certain passion or a certain drive or a certain goal is no longer doing it for us. And this could be something that comes up as a conversation in a relationship. Or it may be something going on with a partner around something that they've got going on outside of the relationship. Maybe they are feeling a bit despondent. They're not really liking maybe the friends or the job that they have. They're looking for a change. And the Ace of Wands reversed is always a desire to break from the course that we've been on. And also maybe even drop some goals or agendas that we set upon once upon a time. Sometimes we see this show up in situations where something is, it's just not who we are anymore. And this could be something, however, where we have to maybe think about, all right, well, if that fire is going out and the old fuel isn't working, then we have to think about, all right, well, what is going to fuel our fire more differently? Does our partner need to spread their wings and, do that? Or do we need to, as a couple, maybe abandon a certain plan or a goal that, again, neither of us are really in anymore, and go with something else? The Ace of Wands reverse is going to ask for, again, a shift of course there. For those of you who are single or are available to new people, the Ace of Wands reversed is indicating there could also be sort of a lack of luster in communications this week. This can sometimes show up where maybe something is stifling or stymieing or just kind of draining communication or interfering with a start or with a connection. And it's likely that if you want to get more vibrancy into that situation, you are very much like the coupled Pisces people going to have to change something about the style, dynamic, and approach you're going to take. The same old, or even old plans or goals we had yet to embark upon are not going to get any fires going, okay? So get creative, start shaking it up. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget my name is Nico, Son of Selene. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And if you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.